there. Welcome to the Make It Visible podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kuei. I am a visibility and marketing coach, and this is our special spot for female coaches who might be feeling a little bit lost in the crowd, especially if you're introverted. We're here to help you to stand out, so join us as we share stories, tips, and fun chat that will help you shine. Whether you are new or perhaps you've been coaching for a while, this is going to be your go-to place to be seen and heard. So get comfy and grab your coffee. Let's get started. Hey everyone, if you are new to me, I'm Michelle, and I help female coaches to turn a passion for coaching into a profitable business so that they can get seen, get heard, and get clients. This is a coffee latte lessons where I send out to all these golden nuggets to my podcast community members to help them to tackle on some of the most common know-how questions so that they can unstuck themselves and keep moving forward on this coaching business journey, along with many other things that I share inside my community. So if this is something that you do see values and you would like to be part of it, head over to makeItvisible.com and join my community today. And a new episode will be out weekly, delivered to you in your inbox. One of the biggest struggles for a lot of coaches, including a lot of my clients, they come to me and the first question they ask is, Michelle, I've been doing X, Y, and Z. Why am I not getting any paying clients? And the reason is for several different factors. Number one is they don't know what to say and how to say it. So they're not really out there and articulating what they do as a coach. So nobody knows that they had a business. And the other piece is that sometimes when you are trying so hard and you're doing so much, and it seems very overwhelming. So maybe you're posting on social media every single day, but you're not getting a whole lot of traction. You're not getting a lot of like, comment, and share. And so it makes you feel like you're just out there in the world and you're doing the busy work without seeing any revenue or any return. So it's, what am I doing wrong? And the third reason that you might not be able to get any client is that a lot of time when I notice, and this is something so real with one of my clients, she came to me because she was posting constantly on Instagram and she was creating a lot of great reels and some videos that she was sharing with her community member on Instagram. And the reason why she wasn't getting any client is a lot of time, the one very important piece after you share a reel is you need to have a call to action. And quite honestly, Instagram is probably not your best place unless you're doing a lot of outreach and you're engaging people into one-on-one conversation, into your DM. And nowadays, Instagram actually have this community chat where you can invite other people within your network and come and have a live discussion, a talk. So unless you're doing all these outreach type of work, just by posting or just by having these reels, it's not very effective. And you'll find yourself doing a lot of influencer work without actually being to the place where you want as a coach. Because at the end of the day, there's a difference between influencer and a coach. So to address all this, I figured today would be a good day to talk about how do you actually find paying clients? There's a lot of people that's out there, but how do I know and how do I find them? Where do I find them? So I want you to think about social media as a big opportunity where you can network for free, you can meet new people for free, and you can join a lot of other networks for free. And if you think about the traditional way of how we create networking event or how we go out and having those business networking meetings, it's like the same deal, except it's in the modern world and modern term, and you don't even have to leave your house. So I want you to start thinking about social media as a big networking opportunity that you can have without you ever having to leave your home. And that was one of the reasons why I started my own coaching business 100% remotely online, even before pandemic, because where I was struggling was the lifestyle that I want. I don't want to be having to attend a networking meeting 7 o'clock in the morning, a breakfast meeting 7 o'clock in the morning every single Tuesday or every other Tuesday, that it just doesn't have that time freedom to me. And so that was the main reason, because I have limited amount of time, and I was not, so I'm introverted in nature, by nature. And for me to attend those networking meetings, I have to put on a lot of energy to be there, to be present, and taking and carving out a specific time of my week in order to show up and actually be presentable and be social. And so that was draining a lot of my energy, which is the reason why I brought that back to social media. And social media was so convenient. I just log onto the computer, go to the Facebook or go to Instagram, and I can build my own network there. So I want you to start thinking about social media as a big opportunity for you to network. So where do you want to network? You have to think about this whole scenario as something that's outside the box scenario. Okay. So you don't want to, a lot of people focus on, I don't know where my ICA would be hanging out. Where do you hang out? And you want it to be as easy as possible, as something that is very low resistant. It doesn't create any friction for you, but because as soon as you see some friction, and this is how our mind works, right? As soon as we see some type of friction, then it becomes, we need to put in an extra effort in doing it. So if you see social media as a source of resistance or friction to you, then chances are you're probably not going to be very enjoying this whole process of creating that network or being on social or being social at all, for that matter, because there's some type of friction for you that you have to cross. That's a mindset change. So if you want to get paying client, you have to create some type of network. You can do this in-person scenario where you go to as many networking events as you like, or find one that really fills your soul and you connect with the people. To me, that was something that I couldn't find outside. So I brought that onto an online world. So I use social media as a big networking place. And this is true because you never know who you're going to meet and who you're going to be able to connect with. So you want to place yourself into that position where you have that opportunity to network with people. And from those people, it could be in a Facebook group, it could be a professional group that you are a member of, it could be a place where maybe it's a common interest that you have. I belong to many planners group because I love planning. I love planners. I love scheduling. I love all these productivity stuff. So that I place myself into those groups. And occasionally I would see comments or things about productivity. I can put in some comments on it. I can share some resources with the member. And that's how you get noticed. You got to present yourself out there, no matter which network that you belong to or where you belong to. You got to start commenting on people's posts and build that relationship. You need to have the conversation in order to have the paying client. And that was another question that I saw the other day inside a community where people were asking, how do you get your client? You got to talk to your potential clients. Otherwise, how are you going to get paying clients? You can. So find yourself in a networking group or a place where you feel comfortable in, and you can have maybe a common interest with them that you're able to create conversation. So you want to find where the conversation is. That's number 2. Number 3 is I'm going to share 3 ways that you can find your paying clients on social media. So the first way, most common and one of my favorite way is to be on Facebook. Like Facebook still remain to be the biggest networking group that you can find. And so everybody is on Facebook. They may not be on Facebook for the reason for their title. They may not be the CEO of a company, but they are on Facebook for other reasons. They could be someone's grandfather or grandmother or someone's daughter, someone's wife. They're on Facebook for a different reason. So you can always find somebody who is the CEO of a company because they still hang out on Facebook. So Facebook is my number 1 favorite place to find your paying client. Number 2 favorite place to find your paying client is Meetup. I started a book club in about 3 years ago, and that group went from as little as 100 people to now has 1,300 members inside that book club. And all I did was create a meetup group, and I love to read. And during the pandemic, I met a lot of people who also wanted to do something together. So we decided to have a book club. And the book club had grown to a place where regularly we're getting members coming onto and joining our meeting all the time. And that becomes a potential networking place where you can build it and people will come. You just have to be conscious about what is it that you're building and what is the reason for people to come. Is it something about them or is it something about you? And this is something that I share with my student all the time. It's never about you. It's always about serving your potential client. So what is it that your potential client would be looking for? And that is what you want to create. If everybody wants to read, let's create a community where everybody wants to read. And that became easy because anyone who wants to read will come and join and have a common interest. And there's a lot of conversation that go on throughout the week, throughout the year. And one of my clients, she actually facilitated a book club discussion just last month, and she was able to book clients from that facilitation, from that book club discussion. And so that's just to give you an example of how you can find your paying client just by creating or going and attending some type of networking event like this. Now, the third way of how you can get or find paying client is to create your own platform. When I was on social media, I noticed that even though I was out there, there's still a lot of rules where I can't really promote or talk about my business. And that was a constant struggle for me. But I found that you can always share and post blog posts, podcasts, because it's a celebration to post. And so I realized that was a loophole that I wanted to dig into. If I can't find it somewhere else, then I'm going to create it for my own. So that was exactly what I did. I went ahead and created my own podcast and I created my own blog so that I can always share the resource in some of the group that I can show up and have conversation with. Now, you may think that, Michelle, that's promotional, right? If you think about, if you have a conversation that's going on inside the group and someone is asking you for the resource and you just happen to create the relevant information for that person, to that person, it's not really promotion. It's a tip, it's a strategy, it's a helpful guide that you're giving away for completely free. At the end of the day, what that person wants to do with it, that's entirely up to them. But at least you have that ability of sharing something that's valuable, your knowledge, in a way that it doesn't come off salesy at all. So those are the three ways that I would suggest and recommend that you try. And I would suggest that you do give it a try because a lot of time, every single one of us, our personality would be different, how we approach things would be different. But here are the three ways that you can find paying clients on social media, through social media. The first way is going into Facebook. So you do want to optimize your Facebook look, make sure that you have everything tidy up, you have your I help statement, that's all tidy up. The second place is your meetup, create some type of network or attend somebody else's networking event and build your connection there and go and find where the conversation is. And the last thing is, if you can't find it anywhere else, you might as well just create your own platform so that you can start attracting and bringing people coming to your space. And that also establishes your authority. So I hope you found this video helpful. Drop it into the comment. Let me know which of the three methods would you be trying this month so that would actually propel you and find your paying client in the next 2 months. Hey, beautiful. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast and found value from this episode, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform and leave me a rating and review. One thing I was struggling in my early years in business was finding the right people to connect with. It feels like I was on this entrepreneur journey on my own. And sometimes we all just need friends who can share our dreams and hopes. Someone who can relate to what we're going through as we grow our business together. If you are a woman coach who is ready to grow your coaching business and looking for strategies to get seen, get heard, and get hired, I want to invite you to come and find me in our community on Facebook at Get Clients with Storytelling. This is a community of women coaches who want to grow a coaching business by creating engaging, visible, and authentic content with storytelling for their business to get more leads and attract more clients. I will see you at our next tea party.